Hello, I'm Becky Creighton, DX Client Experience Executive. I spend much of my time working with our customers on how they can get the most out of the HCL Digital Experience platform. I'd like to encourage you to take a step forward into the future together with HCL software. First, it's important to understand the context around something new we want to share with you today. Let's see if any of these questions sound familiar. What challenges does your company face getting to market quicker? What would it mean to the business if more time is spent focusing on the user experience versus managing security, different environments, and continual updates? Do you need scalability, reliance, and security, but lack data center or Kubernetes experience? How valuable would it be if you knew all of the pricing up front? No surprise bills at the end of the year, nothing more, nothing less. Would there be value in having one platform for all of your sites, B2C, B2B, and B2E, to be able to leverage common resources, saving your company time and money? To tackle all those challenges, we have something special to unveil. Allow me to introduce you to the HCL Digital Experience Cloud. Imagine harnessing the very best of our digital experience capabilities paired with the unmatched agility and scalability of the cloud. That's what the HCL Digital Experience Cloud brings to the table. This isn't just another cloud service. Trusted by businesses around the globe, the HCL Digital Experience Cloud boasts the most comprehensive suite of digital experience tools, whether you're focusing on B2C, B2B, or B2E. This platform covers you, every interaction, every touch point, unified on one platform. And that's not all. Our team of seasoned experts is here to simplify the process for every step of the way. A few things come to mind when I think about the ideal cloud offering. Imagine for a moment opening a box. But this isn't just any box. It's a box filled with expertise. Inside, there's a promise of flexibility, a commitment to scaling as you grow, and a blueprint designed for the cloud age. This is the essence of HCL Digital Experience Cloud, providing you with a team of cloud experts at your fingertips. Now, in this age, security isn't just a luxury, it's imperative. With the HCL Digital Experience Cloud, it feels like having an elite cybersecurity team on your side. They're constantly on the lookout, guarding against bots, preparing for DDoS attempts, and testing the ramparts for vulnerabilities. What would it mean if the tools you rely on evolve as fast as the digital landscape, where you're always equipped with the latest advancements? That's the reality here, a perpetually updated environment tailored to keep you at the forefront. How valuable would it be to your company if you had a dedicated support team, not segmented by product or service, but unified, ready to assist, guide, and help you navigate the complex digital landscape? But here's something truly special. In a world where noisy neighbors have become the norm, the HCL Digital Experience Cloud carves out a space for you on your cloud of choice. It's as if you found a quiet corner in a bustling digital city without distractions or disruptions. As we delve deeper, it's not just about what the environment has, but how it adapts. Every instance you can think of, from dev to production, is at your disposal. And if something doesn't quite fit, the cloud will morph and reshape to match your unique needs. Navigating cost in the digital realm can be like traversing a maze. With the HCL Digital Experience Cloud, it's a straight path. You're in a world where costs align with actual usage, where fairness and transparency aren't just buzzwords, they're guiding principles. As we continue this journey, rest assured that the hallmark features of DX's vast feature set are included in the environment. Whether AI provides insights to enhance content, a digital asset manager for maintaining your images, videos, and files, or personalization tools that shape the user experience to be as unique as every individual. It's all there. The beauty of HCL's vision is its singular focus. Running digital properties that meet the user's needs is efficient, accessible, and cost-effective. Think about the freedom that brings. More resources, more time, and endless possibilities. So let's distill this all down. Why get bogged down in the intricate details of managing your environment? Entrust it to those who do it best. With the HCL Digital Experience Cloud, it's about the simplicity of delivering on initiatives and providing predictability, especially around pricing. For those new to our community and eager to embark on this journey, reach out to our team. We are excited to collaborate with you and help remove the hurdles that keep your company from achieving its stated goals. And for our existing customers, considering transition to this new offering, you won't be alone. The HCL team, alongside our partners, are here to guide you along the transition. We're committed to ensuring the shift is smooth, regardless of the level of assistance you might need. At the heart of it all, it's about empowering you for success. Let's start building incredible experiences together.
DX has a lot to offer, and to get the most out of your environment, you need to minimally be on 9.5. But our latest and greatest comes when you're running a Kubernetes deployment. We understand that there may be reasons why you haven't made the move just yet, so let's make sure you have all the facts, get excited about what's available, and demystify the challenges of getting there. First, you might be wondering what's included in our Kubernetes deployment, so let's break it down. Up first, our Digital Asset Manager, or DAM for short. It's a repository for your images, documents, and videos on a production scale, and is fully integrated into the DX content authoring experience. This makes placing DAM assets on DX pages a breeze. Want to integrate with third-party digital platforms? DX provides an API and new UI tool for business users to search and select any DAM asset easily. The DAM's also multilingual ready and easily configured with Google Vision, paving the way for AI-enabled tagging for even faster asset searches and organization. We also have our improved headless content composer tool. It acts like a new UI for our central content repository and is designed specifically for content authors who own the complete experience. You can easily define your content model, content templates, and create and edit content tailor-made for all channels. Every change is tracked, so you can compare to other versions and even restore to prior versions. Our Content Composer tool also includes workflow, and hot off the presses are new AI assistants for tasks like sentiment analysis, summary creation, and tagging, simplifying SEO optimization. And of course, our world-class API layer is second to none. You can deliver consistent, branded experiences anywhere using any framework. It also improves developer productivity and efficiency by cutting down on service calls and payload sizes. Developers will feel at home with our API Explorer and Sample React app. We proudly support over 2,000 APIs, which make embedding content and digital assets into third-party and mobile properties seamless. And with Open API and Swagger support, development is a breeze. And the cherry on top? We've just added Vault Foundry, our API management and data integration capability, into DX Cloud native licensing. This gives our customers access to over 200 connectors to swiftly integrate with your essential backend services and APIs. This is brand new, and the possibilities are endless, from accelerating and streamlining API management to opening the door to new data-rich experience personalization. If you're excited as we are, you can learn how to use Vault Foundry by getting in touch with us to chat and even get a free personalized demo. Now, let's delve deeper into the pivotal capabilities that Kubernetes brings to the table. With Kubernetes, you're positioned to optimally utilize your hardware. You can dynamically autoscale during traffic surges, ensuring smooth user experiences no matter the demand. And let's talk about automation. Gone are the days of prolonged deployment processes. With Kubernetes, you can roll out updates swiftly and transform your environment in record time. But what truly stands out is the ability to shape your environment to your exact needs with our composable architecture. Not using certain modules? Simply switch them off. Need to boost capacity for specific functions? Easily allocate more resources. With the composable nature of Kubernetes, it's all about ensuring the right fit for your requirements, giving you the agility to adapt based on your real-time demands. And there's even more value to unwrap. Since version 8.5, we've been relentlessly enhancing our offerings. A whopping 236 new features have been added. We've addressed over 6,000 bugs, and over 190 security fixes have been incorporated, ensuring a robust and secure environment for all users. And now I want to bring Mike in to discuss some myths about 9.5. Mike, I think you can provide a unique perspective on this conversation. As a DX customer turned product manager, you can see this from multiple perspectives. What are you hearing from customers?
Well, let's start with the most common myth, that upgrading to 9.5 is going to take months. But actually, for most, it's straightforward. Most upgrades are similar to installing a fix pack, meaning reaching 9.5 feels a lot more like a minor update than a major upgrade. Another myth is that customers are concerned that their applications won't work. But we've ensured compatibility across the board, and most of all the applications will function seamlessly. And with the others, you'll just need a few tweaks.
You know, Mike, another myth I hear is that our user session licensing will increase the licensing cost. Contrary to that belief, we anticipate a drop in total cost of ownership with DX on Kubernetes. And here's why. You pay only for the hardware you actively use. Scale up during high traffic, scale down during the lulls. It's important to know that the key features like API Manager, DAM, and Headless CMS come inclusive, eliminating the need for third-party solutions. Maintenance and administration costs are generally much lower in Kubernetes environments compared to traditional on-prem setups. Plus, PVU counting and compliance have become a thing of the past. Our customer feedback consistently points to one of two outcomes: substantial cost savings compared to running their traditional on-prem environment, or the ability to provide more resilient and scalable environments, something prohibitively expensive based on a PVU capacity-based licensing model.
But let's keep the momentum going with the next myth. DX on Kubernetes is too new and unproven. I don't want to be the first to take advantage of that platform. I can understand where this comes from, but rest assured, the time is now. We've had a significant number of customers already make that transition, and the numbers are climbing. We've been working on Kubernetes since 2017 and improving and hardening it ever since. Anyone making the shift now won't be the first, the second, or even an early adopter.
Okay, this next one is not really a myth, but it's a real concern I have personally heard from customers, that their teams don't possess the required expertise to transition or operate on a new platform.
I've had similar interactions, Kyle, but the good news is that customers are not alone in this. They can opt for a low-cost services engagement. These are tailored to equip teams with the necessary skills, draft custom migration strategy, and offer consistent support throughout that transition. And for teams trying to streamline, we have our DX Cloud offering. Here, HCL takes the reins, managing the DX environment on the client's behalf. And there's even a third option. We have great business partners who are seasoned and adept at guiding customers through their transformative journeys.
Okay, Mike, one more for you. There are rumors Kubernetes is not viable for an on-premises deployment.
That's a misconception. Many of our clients successfully run cloud-native setups right in their own data centers. Most of them prefer OpenShift for this purpose, though it's not a strict prerequisite.
Thanks for addressing these, Mike. It's essential for our customers to base their decisions on facts and not myths. Next, let's deep dive into the migration steps in detail to further equip our audience with the knowledge to navigate the upgrade. As I understand, the transition can be broadly categorized into two phases. The initial step is to transition to 9.5, correct?
Exactly, Kyle. To achieve that, users need to install CF17 or its latest version, or anything in between. For those that want to leverage the latest features, update both the theme and the content, execute the config engine task to enable the new UI features for 9.5. Lastly, testing and fine-tuning the system for optimal performance is crucial as a foundational best practice.
So it's essentially about installing a CF and executing a command line. That seems manageable. What about the subsequent transition to Kubernetes?
Well, that's a bit more of a structured approach. You begin by preparing the existing environment. Export the theme, perform content maintenance and pruning, export the portlets, pages, and personalization, and don't forget to export any customizations from the application server. Once that's set, move on to installing the new target environment for 9.5, import the theme, personalization, and any of those customizations, set up a syndication pair, import the applications and pages, initiate the syndication, and finally, test and fine-tune performance to ensure optimal outcomes.
Thanks, Mike, for sharing how this process can be streamlined and methodical. Next, let's go over our partner community and lab services who have been instrumental in aiding our customers in their transitions. It's evident that customers seeking assistance or guidance should collaborate closely with the HCL team. Can you shed some light on our new Kubernetes Deploy Accelerator and why customers need to sign up for one?
The Kubernetes Deploy Accelerator is essentially a comprehensive starter kit. It encapsulates all essential elements required for a seamless migration. What it offers is a thorough assessment of your existing setup, a detailed analysis of the desired goal, including the target Kubernetes platform, and an exhaustive assessment report encompassing the high-level migration blueprint. We'll also help identify potential risks and corresponding mitigation strategies. We'll give proposals for sizing the customer's DX Kubernetes deployment and a reference architecture and bill of materials for the chosen target environment. It also includes 3 days of structured training and enablement, elaborating on the step-by-step process and best practices for launching and operating the HCL DX on Kubernetes. And finally, 80 hours of expert mentoring and hands-on technical assistance tailored to the client's Kubernetes deployment and migration journey.
Mike, our conversation today has been truly enlightening. A huge thanks for breaking down the migration process and clarifying our customers' questions. For those watching and eager to embark on this transformative journey, let me reiterate your options. Our HCL Technical Advisor team is always available, prepped, and keen to address any of your questions or concerns. If you need specialized end-to-end assistance, the HCL Lab Services is your go-to. They are committed to facilitating a smooth transition with their premium white glove service. Additionally, our esteemed business partners are equipped to offer similar support. And if you're pondering about the best licensing model tailored to your requirements, our HCL product specialists are standing by to guide you through the decision-making process. Our entire HCL ecosystem is geared towards making your upgrade journey smooth and rewarding. We look forward to helping you.
Your customer and employee experiences should be continually revamped to make them more outcome-focused. If your sales growth, employee and customer NPS and CSAT scores are not going to suffer. Well, what do I mean? We know all of your channels of engagement with your customers and employees must be consistent from a UX design, functionality, branding, and streamlined process perspective. That's what Gartner calls total experience. So today, it's not just about content. It's about delivering consumable experiences that simplify what an employee needs to do. For example, all of my approvals in one place from various applications, or only showing content that's relevant to me at this time. And the same goes for a consumer. The truth is, delivering a total experience, which is the goal, can be hard. According to Gartner's research, 64% of customer-facing employees say that unnecessary effort prevents them from delivering a high-quality experience for their customers. For example, there are too many silos, changing systems to enable a consistent omni experience, especially if customer solutions are used. They're often brittle, slow to evolve as your landscape changes. Well, there is a better way, and it's called Multi-Experience DXP, and I'm here to tell you about that today. So Multi-Experience DXP enables you to realize your total experience goals, enshrined in the notions such as platform ideas such as empowering employees through tools and approaches that result in the creation of rich self-service experiences, including catering to tech-savvy users. It's also about reducing that experience friction points by visualizing and redesigning consumer and employee journeys for optimal outcomes on a channel of their choosing. Also, it's about leveraging journey mapping approaches for employees such as onboarding, promotion, or life events such as the birth of a child to ensure the personalization of content, services, and application, and even workflows that increase relevancy and loyalty. Lastly, total experience is about the ability to turn the enterprise's mission to service enable everything. You've heard about the API economy, those apps, processes, and content into great moments of engagement that delight your stakeholders, your employees, your citizen consumers, or patients easily. So let's take a look at a practical example of a total experience strategy in the next couple of slides. For total experience to work, it must have a defined global goal and a business outcome statement such as, we need to reduce time taken for our customers to raise and settle a claim, perhaps within a certain time period, or streamline how customers make self-service appointments, in an auto insurance example, maybe with a repair shop. Actually, putting some value and some metrics against this is essential. This is where most people start their journey with their new insurance company, the customer portal. All of the principles I mentioned are deployed to create great outcomes. It's a consistent design experience that makes navigating to outcomes such as booking a repair really simple. It also offers chatbots or ways to alternately communicate with a call center rather than waiting in a phone queue for the next agent to turn up. And it's also about trying to understand what type of other services, either new ones or aggregating existing services, to make that self-service experience for your customers or employees' lives much easier, which translates into increased renewals, referrals, and ultimately a true marketing weapon. So now let's look at an insurance company's mobile app. I'm sure you have one of these too. After becoming a customer of an auto insurance company, perhaps your next action may be to download the insurer's mobile app. To make this app a super app in the minds of users, this self-service experience on mobile needs to integrate with your enterprise systems, your employees or agents in the contact center, and the extended enterprise for supplier information or services partners, in this case, as I mentioned, a repair shop. It's not a signpost of links. It's a truly integrated experience that redefines or streamlines processes to save a user's time or worry from a complex process. Plus, it enshrines great design to make it usable by millennials and baby boomers alike. You don't want your first claim to be a bad experience for your mobile app. This is also a place to take advantage of digitization opportunities, maybe digitizing traditional, very much paper-based artifacts like insurance certificates that can be easily stored and offered to the customer via the mobile app. Now imagine going one step further. Your insurer knows about your life events. For example, maybe you've got kids. Now they're about to drive. What if you knew about and planned this journey ahead of time and you were able as a marketer to make an offer specifically to them to get 10% off at a local driving school? Wouldn't that want you coming back for more? So we haven't forgotten about it. Let's talk about the agent portal. It could be an employee portal for that matter. In reality, you can see the day in the life of an agent. We'll call her Sylvia. You see her appointments, her outstanding quotes, her sales targets by insurance type in real time, no matter where she's taking customer calls or chatting or making outbound calls to prospective customers. All the information she needs to conduct her business and provide a high level of service are at her fingertips. You can also see a personalized reminder for a sales campaign that they're running, a 20% offer to her premium accounts. She has 36 hours to act upon it. You can also see a personalized reminder for her to push the new 20% offer to her premium accounts that is due to expire in 36 hours. Or it could be reminders of birthdays for some of her major clients. The experience here has upped the game from a pure content site into an action resource for the agent that's flexible and can grow as quickly as the business demands to stay competitive. And for employee experience, the goals are exactly the same. In this diagram, you can see the power of the DX experience composition with headed and headless approaches to creating secure, scalable, and integrated self-service solutions that's been great for our 1,500 companies, customers worldwide. Specifically, the use of headless CMS and DAM with Proco frameworks such as React or portal capabilities, use React or traditional portlets, web apps or script apps as well, are fully supported in the DX stack. And that's all great. In the world of a multi-experience DXP, we've added new ways to compose an experience with no-code apps and automations. So with DX, you can use it headlessly, and you can actually use it headed with portal capabilities, and that's all fine. And in the world of multi-experience DXP, we've added new ways to compose an experience with no-code apps and automations. For example, create an approval workflow that any practitioner can create or deploy themselves within an IT governance framework or set of guidelines. Here you can see how we can take advantage of the API economy. I'm sure you've heard about that, where every progressive organization, maybe your own, is looking to service enable their IT landscape and their operations and many of the resources they use externally. It's not just about having REST endpoints to your applications. Rather, it's about making them easily composable by business and making them governable by IT. But how do you get there? So let's start with this. So HCL has added an integration service into our latest DX CN offering. This means any existing or new Leap apps, web apps, using a REST API or services, or anything that use DDC or script apps can tap into your new ITSM system, your CRM, your ERP, whether it's on-prem or in the cloud. No coding is required and eliminates the cost of those expensive integrations of service investments like Workato, and all of this happens in real time. For example, I want to add prospect information from Salesforce to my agent portal you said earlier, or maybe I want to aggregate ticket information for an agent in a call center. Now, let's add one more piece to the multi-experience DXP story. There are three aspects to this second stage of the scenario. First, today's workforce and citizens are digital natives. Bring your own device is pervasive in the workforce as hybrid work is the norm. While DX provides mobile, web, and PWA options, creating native mobile, tablet, kiosk experiences requires another level of experience composition. So let's go back to the auto insurance example I mentioned earlier. You may want to take advantage of your phone's camera to take pictures or a video, or overlay GPS or weather information when you initiate a claim. You may need a native app or an application that requires data collected from a wearable device or some sort of thermostat. You may need a native app that shares the same services and content and processes on your website. Have you ever been in that situation with what you had in your mobile app doesn't match what you have on your customer portal? So creating those synergistic native experiences for those devices increases the quality of your moments of engagement with your customers or employees. If you're a DX customer who's invested in WEF or mobile first, we can help you create best-in-class mobile solutions and help you to get a 5-star in the App Store. Second, as I mentioned, leveraging data content application in minutes via a point-and-click integration layer is huge. For example, you can leverage a powerful BPM and business rule capability and orchestrate multiple processes for an outcome. Imagine originating a loan, opening an account, onboarding an employee. We all know that those are complex processes, and we make it very simple for you to do that. Aggregating everything from giving you access to facility, getting you an email ID, and delivering you a laptop. So we can simply integrate and aggregate all of those services into a single pane of glass. Third, we made it easier to create or replace or modernize your portlets or add new application logic for, say, a quote or a new service, perhaps from a third party. You can now do that very, very easily. You can use the full power of a low-code engine to create new web elements you can drop into your DX deployment environment in minutes. So let's see a demo of some of the multi-experience concepts I've shared with you.
Hello, everyone. So today I'd like to show you how Foundry can integrate data and applications for practitioners to use in the assembly of the experience in DX. So first, I want to introduce you to Foundry's tooling and walk through how you can use it to create application and data connectors, to create a web application using the Iris IDE, and to build and deploy the MX application, which then can be integrated into DX, while also making it available for standalone or mobile use as needed. Let's see. I'm going to start here in the Foundry console. We have an application already generated for an insurance quote. To get started here, I'm just going to open it up. Ultimately, Foundry does a great many things, but what it brings to the DX picture is a set of integration capabilities where I can build and integrate existing APIs, make connectors, do transformations on those API connections, and even provide a level of orchestration for the application that will end up generating an Iris. So let's get started, and I'm going to jump over into the integration tab. Here you can see I've got a number of connectors or services already connected into the application, just to kind of illustrate what capabilities there and how easily it is to get started building these applications. I'll show you there's a number of adapters that are out of box ready to go so that you can quickly integrate whatever kind of backend is necessary. These connectors are extensible. We have a marketplace filled with hundreds of additional connectors, but right out of the box, if I need a new MongoDB connection or OpenAPI, Salesforce connection, or even a generic JSON, XML, or SOAP connection, I can come in here and start building. It's a matter of configuration rather than writing new code. So let's have a look at one that's already been populated. And as a good example, we're going to choose this Google Maps API. Ultimately, the application we're going to generate is meant to build an insurance quote for a customer so that the practitioners can then leverage that in building out the experience. What you can see going on here, with this Google Maps API is it's going to take the geolocation from the browser, use that to actually make a request to Google to generate the zip code and then pass it back. So ultimately, to show that, I'm going to go ahead and show you what's going on. So I'll fetch the response, and what we've set up here is actually a quick transformation. Let me show you. You can actually see there's quite a verbose response that comes back on this API call after we pass it the longitude and latitude, which of course the browser is handing to the API. So ultimately, the verbose response comes back, and we do a quick transformation, just bringing back the information we need. So the status code and the actual zip code. In this case, it's bringing back those 3 elements. So very quick and easy. These transformations are quite useful in making that available to the practitioner so they can assemble the content and applications on the page. So the second thing I wanted to kind of call attention to is this level of orchestration that Foundry brings to the mix. So in this case, the application we're building again is a auto insurance quote, and you can see here. Basically, the structure of the application or the workflow that's actually associated with the backside of the UI that we'll generate here in a moment. So basically, at the highest level, each of these phases is part of the application's workflow. I start with a new quote, then I get the customer data in the input form, check the eligibility with a nice if-then, if-then statement here, whether the quote is eligible, or the customer rather is eligible or not. Then as long as it's not rejected, I'm going to pass the information from the customer data onto an AI that has been set up, or an AI model rather, that has been set up, and it's API connected through this configuration, and then pass that back into the application. So this is a way to kind of just illustrate what's going on in the back end of the application we're about to generate. Ultimately, you can see how useful that the capability of being able to quickly set up these integrations and the back end workflow for the application and so on. Adding that into the DX mix is going to be a very powerful combination. When I'm done, it's simply a matter of publishing the application, which is then available for not only this app that we're going to generate, but any other app down the line. The data that's input into the application will also be available for practitioners to make use of in building out the experience. Okay, so this is the Iris IDE. Ultimately, we've got a project actually already published here for the insurance quote that we saw the workflow for in the Foundry console a moment ago. And ultimately, just to kind of peruse what's going on here with this project, you can see I've got a mobile design and layout. I've got a responsive web layout and all of the shared modules between the two. Ultimately, what this allows me to do is quickly use this library of, or palette, if you will, of elements that I can drag and drop onto the storyboard, generate the actual form that's going to be used by the workflow that we saw in Foundry, and ultimately align that UI to the services that we showed in the connections in Foundry. So I've got basically the first page of the quote open. Ultimately, the workflow that's facilitated, you of course saw the step where we were taking in the customer data. Next, we'll pass that data to the APIs after completed. And then at the end, ultimately pass the quote information back to the customer in this UI. This is a great place to kind of show some of the mapping and what's going on behind the scenes. So clearly you can see for each action that happens on this UI, I've got a way to kind of map those APIs and in this case, the results from the response for an API call back into the UI, similar to how we would do with Leap. In this, ultimately, after invoking the service for insurance data quote, we're going to wait for the response. And when we get the response, we'll go ahead and map the elements of that JSON in the response on this side, click to click with the form fields that we have in the UI. Ultimately, quite an easy way to kind of set up and map. To have a look at the sort of code that's being generated in the background, I've saved myself writing, in this case, about 60 lines of code that I then can actually save off, reuse later as reusable components for any other application, or even later in this application, other places. So it's quite powerful, very quick to generate these applications, and the reuse is actually my favorite thing about it. When I'm ready to build this and publish it out for, in this case, our practitioner to use to build into the broader digital experience, I have a number of options available. Now I can build this native mobile if I want. I can build this traditional web. In this case, that's what I'm going to do. Just build it for responsive web. But I even have options to to build the adaptive web mobile and tablet views at the same time if I need. So when I'm ready, the application can then be quickly built and published out to the web, and most importantly to the digital experience, so that then I can pass it on to my practitioners for the broader experience assembly. All right, so now I'd like to switch it up a bit and show you how you can use React in several applications, leveraging shared components deployed with the DX client to the app server and script applications deployed to the content management library, making it available for the practitioners for assembling the experience. These sample apps are available on our new DX marketplace, and in this case, they will provide me with a helpful jumpstart in building the insurance account management app. This is a common way to facilitate the use of headless frameworks and development approaches in the broader experience. With this approach, we can enable practitioners to intermingle modern front-end applications with VoltMX apps, portlets, content, and other JavaScript or legacy applications, anything that's required really. So now that we've built the MX app, let's have a look at some of the samples provided out in the marketplace. So I'm going to make use of this insurance sample that's basically a React app or collection of React apps where I can deploy some shared components into the app server and then leverage the script apps to deploy the actual React front-end apps. This will allow the administrators, the practitioners to assemble the experience as needed. So the first step is come out and I'm going to make use of Gradle to aid me in the build, fill out some of the information, and then leverage the DX client and Gradle in conjunction to build the application, push that out into the server. So first we'll do the build. Okay, now that that's built, we'll simply use DX Client to deploy the application out into the system. So now that we've built and deployed the shared modules, let's just go ahead and quickly point out that you can actually do the React development the same way you would if you were doing a headless application. Point of fact, you can use the exact same application as a headless application. So ultimately, render it outside of DX, within DX, it's completely your choice. You can do both at the same time, and it doesn't interrupt the development process. So in this case, we'll make a quick change to one of the applications. So quickly, we'll go up or go ahead and start it. Okay, so now it's available. You can see this is just a header for my new members, policy management page. So it doesn't quite match the style. We'll quickly make a change, darken that gray, save, and then restart. Okay, so this is gonna work. I'm ready to actually push this one into the environment as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop development mode. Quickly build the app. And then once it's completed, simply pass DX Client the command to deploy the app into the server. So now we've shown how you can use Foundry to integrate data and applications for practitioners to use in the assembly of the experience in DX. If you have any questions, contact us for a more comprehensive and personalized demo.
Thanks, Rob. That was an awesome demo. So in summary, a multi-experience DXP approach is an essential investment for business aiming to maximize their CX and EX experiences in a timely manner with less cost and less complexity. It helps to break down those silos and increases engagement, which means happier customers and employees. And here's why. For employees working in hybrid or frontline roles, such as field service, you can streamline the processes and automation and offer new services that make it easier for them to get their job done, no matter what the complexity of the enterprise landscape is behind the scenes or using a multi-experience DXP. For marketers creating campaigns across digital and assisted channels such as the call center or IVR, you can create compelling moments of engagement, plus ensure a consistent and personalized omni-channel experience that offers the same experience and services across any of your channels, mobile, customer, portal, or the contact center or your agent, resulting in faster outcomes and happier marketers, customers, and employees. So as you saw in Rob's demo, we've stepped up our game by delivering the DXP stack of the future, the multi-experience DXP. It changes the game on what you're able to imagine and deliver to magnify the impact of your CX and EX investments today with HCL DX. It lets IT focus on building and governing, and business, they can focus on assembling and building their solutions faster. To learn more about this latest release of DX and how to create your next multi-experience DXP solution, please contact an HCL sales representative or a business partner. Thank you for your time.
Hello everyone. Today I'd like to explore the topic of composability with you. First of all, I'm going to talk about composable experiences, which is something that DX has got a long heritage with. Then, we'll look at the principles that underpin our composable architecture and review what that means in practice for you, our customers. Lastly, we'll take a look at some of the upcoming components that we're working on and the exciting future that they will bring. So, let's get started. With HCL DX, our focus has always been on integration and flexibility, even before those concepts became kind of buzzwords. We've prioritized adaptability and continuous evolution for 20 years, delivering a modular approach to your business's digital presence. This enables your business users to take charge of the user experience and compose the self-service experiences that you need. Now, the technical concept behind this is called micro front ends. Consider taking a large, complex front end and breaking it into smaller, more manageable pieces, each of them deployable independently. Just as microservices have brought significant changes and improvements to back-end development, micro front ends do the same for user experiences. With HCL DX, this isn't new. It's something that goes right back to the very origins of our product. Of course, as we all know, technology changes, and so we have changed along with it. HCL DX has evolved from solely Java-focused development to now include support for the latest front-end JavaScript frameworks. In fact, micro front-ends don't play favorites with technology. Whether your teams prefer React, Vue, Next.js, or something else, they're free to use the tools that they find most effective. In this way, HCL DX micro front-ends allow new applications to coexist alongside legacy ones on the very same page. The key advantage for you is resilience. Your investments become more secure and prepared for the future. Both in terms of technology and the skills in the team, you can adapt without constantly needing to recreate what came before. Our strategy equips you with the agility to adapt to these changes and for your business to take the lead in defining the user experiences that you need. Our customers appreciate the freedom that this modular perspective offers and allows them to create tailored experiences for diverse audiences on the same platform. It enables multiple teams to work together for different aspects of the user journey at the same time. It's not only about reducing development times, it's also about improving application maintainability and facilitating faster deployments. So, with all that in mind, let's check out a demo of experience composition from a colleague, Rob.
Thanks, David. Now let's explore how HCL Digital Experience's versatile architecture empowers practitioners to elevate the user experience for an insurance company. In this demonstration, we will illustrate how you can seamlessly integrate backend data and applications from a variety of technologies to create a unified, user-friendly experience. The beauty of it all is that these data services are accessible through intuitive citizen developer interfaces. So let's get into it. As a practitioner, I am going to create a My Accounts page. To do that, I'll go into edit mode. I will create a child page of the main site, and I'll use a page template. And we actually have an account page template. So I will create a page called My Account. Now the My Account page is created, and I'm now taken into the My Account page to finish off the content creation for that page. Next up, we'll demonstrate how to seamlessly integrate a React-based customer status app. This showcase exemplifies how the power of client-side scripting, highly popular in today's tech landscape, can be harnessed within HCL digital experience using a composable approach. Now we're going to add a React app. And this application was generated using modern development tools like Visual Studio Code and directly published into the portal. So now, as a citizen developer, I am able to simply drag and drop it onto the page. Okay, so now that the user information portlet is on the page, now we're going to create the My Policies app. So we'll launch the Leap application editor, and we will finish processing the application. We're in the middle of developing it. So we'll just show you how easy it is to bring the data into the application. So I have an empty palette, and what I'm going to do is add a table. And within that table, I will add an entry field. Add a single line entry, and I'll create 3 of those. The first one will be for the policy number. The second will be for the type. And the third will be for the renewal date. I want to use these fields to display the data from our back-end policy management system. To do that, I've utilized Foundry to create an API service. And now what I need to do is simply map that API service into my Leap application. And to do that, I just simply specify the URL. Now I can actually access the service and see the data that is returned, and I can map those values to the fields that I put into my table. So I'll map the policy number into the policy field of my table. Okay. I'll do the same with the renewal date, as well as the type. So as you can see, I have the 3 pieces of data that I'm interested in and the mappings to where they correspond in my data table. Now I can actually preview the application. So I see I'm getting data back, and it is showing up. I'll save the form. I'm going to go back to the application management screen, and I need to deploy the application. So I'll click deploy, and now the application's live. I can access it directly through Leap, or I can bring it into my portal server, which we're going to do. To do that, I will select the configuration, and I'll search for the My Policies app. Save that. Now, Leap apps don't display in edit mode, so I'll exit edit mode to ensure that the app is indeed working. Yes. So now I'm going to add the Create a Quote application, which was built in Foundry and published into the DX application. So I go to my Applications tab. I will search for quote, and it shows up. I will drag and drop this onto the page. So now we actually have Volt MX Foundry application embedded directly onto the page. And as you can see, it's a form that takes input from the customer and then generates a quote for that customer. All right, Now what I would like to do is, as a practitioner, I want to see what the site looks like and have a user experience that I am targeting. So Zach is a customer. Now that I'm on the My Account page, I can impersonate Zach, who is a customer that fits in our segment that we're targeting. Zach's able to see his information as well as the policies that he owns, and then he's able to click on the link. It's going to take him to the Get a Quote page, and he's able to fill out the quote within 5 minutes. Next, we'll embark on the journey of creating a comprehensive article about flood insurance. We'll leverage generative AI integration to kickstart the content curation process and ensure efficiency. This exciting combination will streamline the content creation process and enhance the article's quality and relevance. So now I want to create an article on flood insurance. So to do that, I'll go into edit mode. Now we'll go down to the index list that shows interesting articles, and I'll decide to create an article called Flood. We'll call it Flood Insurance. Now I have a template for which I can fill out information about flood insurance. Now the generative AI will analyze the context of the page, which is flood insurance, locate the items that are on the page, and update those content items with information that is going to fill out the content template. After the content is generated, the page will refresh and we'll be able to see the content. Now let's dive into the capabilities of HCL DX's built-in AI solutions. Now I'll turn off edit mode. And what I want to show you now is the AI capabilities that are built into the solution. So we'll go into the Content Composer. Now we're going to navigate into the article that I just created. We'll find flood insurance. And we'll edit that to show the power of the AI features built into the DX solution. So now we're going to check the tone of the body text, and we see that it is highly positive, which is very good. The other built-in capability is to dynamically generate keywords. So we're able to take the existing information that's in a content item and we analyze it and we tag it with keywords that can be used for search results, SEO optimization, as well as ensuring that the quality of the content is high. We'll also be able to generate descriptions as well. So we can generate the description by simply completing the content item, clicking the generate button, and now we have additional information that helps the practitioner understand what the purpose of the content is without having to go through the process of typing that information. Okay, let's verify the body again. And we want to rewrite this. It's a little complex. So we'll use our chatbot to rewrite. So we'll rewrite this at a 12th grade level so that everybody can comprehend the message. Okay, so we'll copy and paste the rewritten statement into the body. And now we're done. We'll save this content. And now what you've just seen is how AI can help accelerate the content curation process. In conclusion, our demonstration has shed light on HCL Digital Experience's composable architecture, integrated AI solutions, and dynamic content generation. We've seen how it empowers practitioners to craft personalized user experiences, efficiently integrate applications, analyze user behavior, and send targeted messages. We've explored how AI-driven content creation accelerates curation and content quality, while dynamic metadata generation enhances SEO effortlessly. Our demonstration showcases the potential of AI as a transformative force in digital experience management. With HCL DX, you have the tools and innovations to drive engagement, streamline content creation, and deliver exceptional user experiences. Thank you for joining us today, and we will look forward to helping you unlock the full potential of your digital experiences.
Thanks, Rob. Wasn't that fantastic? We really saw composable experiences in action in that demo. Now I'd like to turn to the technical foundations of composability in HCL DX. Composability involves breaking complex systems into smaller, more manageable, reusable pieces. A set of building blocks, if you want, each of them unique and capable of standing on its own, but when put together thoughtfully, they create structures of greater complexity and serving a purpose. Let's talk about the principles that we apply when we think about our product architectures and design. We start with a set of core components and core platform services. These enable a future where a standard set of components like APIs, authentication protocols, eventing become the glue that holds HCL products together. These core components facilitate smooth integration between our products and third-party components. Now, when we come to business packages, those are central to our product's offerings. For DX, this includes core capabilities such as content and asset management, and even extends to specialized functions like B2E community services, or to include features from other HCL products like commerce or marketing. It's worth noting that many of our clients use a combination of HCL and non-HCL solutions, customizing those systems precisely to their needs. Finally, our vision includes the virtually unlimited potential of marketplace components. This is the realm of customization, either provided yourself or from third parties. It could be as simple as custom themes and plugins. It could be more complex applications, or it could be industry vertical templates like our utilities customer experience template. Those are the principles that underpin our vision. Now let's talk about what we're doing to make it a reality. Many of you know that HCL DX has been around a long time. It's a huge strength. Our customers appreciate its rock-solid reliability and continuity across a changing technical landscape. But it's time for us to make a major shift in the foundations of HCL DX. Like one of those engineering projects where whole buildings are picked up and moved. It's a serious investment from HCL and something that we are doing very, very carefully. We've been working on this behind the scenes for quite a while, and now it's time to talk about it in some detail for the first time. Most of our existing customers are deployed in what we can call the IBM architecture. That's based on WebSphere Application Server. It has served many organizations with distinction over the last 20 years. Now, a few years back, we also released the first version of HCL DX for Kubernetes platform. Like many other vendors, we see Kubernetes as a key enabling technology. It enables applications to self-repair, scale to meet demand, and be easily and more predictably updated. On that Kubernetes architecture, we've also built up other services over the past 5 years. Digital asset management, the API server, Content Composer, the image processor, and others, those deliver a modular capability on that platform, which enhance and extend the capability of our core DX application. These composable and modular services can be scaled independently, and in some cases, you can swap them out for your own implementation if you want to. All of that is available today, and we have customers in production now across a range of Kubernetes implementations. Let's talk about the future now. We have a program going on where my team is re-platforming our DX core application away from IBM WebSphere Application Server and onto an Open Liberty and open source JDK. We're doing that in such a way that your applications and your content will be portable to the new platform. Of course, there will be some differences, such as more modern Java levels or an easier configuration approach, and those will make the product more attractive to developers and easier for you to administrate. Alongside this, we're also building what we call the remote portlet service. We're taking the JSR 286 portlet container that's part of the core and externalizing it into a separate container, also running on an open source JDK and Liberty runtime. Many of you have large investments in portlet-based applications. You'll be able to run those portlets and scale them independently, optimizing your TCO by directing resources to those applications that need it rather than to the whole platform at once. This will also make the whole system more resilient by reducing destabilizing impact of potential portlet failures. All of this completes the micro front-end picture that I talked about earlier, and it enables existing applications to run alongside others that use the latest technologies. And over time, these modernized services will be joined by a range of other components, and I'll come back to that shortly. This Kubernetes architecture is our future, and we expect that most customers are going to move there in the coming years. We're going to continue to support our traditional platform for years to come, We've no plans to end support for that traditional platform. But most of our services are being built as components in the Kubernetes architecture. You're in control of how you get there and when you get there. The new services, improved runtime, improved scaling properties, and more attractive licensing on that platform will make our new architecture a compelling proposition for you, we hope. Continued support for the traditional architecture and investment in the new platform safeguard the investment that you have made and also give you an exciting new opportunity to modernize your applications and come with us on this composable platform journey. Continued support for the traditional architecture and investment in the new platform will safeguard the investment that you have made so far in our platform. It will give you an exciting new opportunity to modernize your applications and come with us on this composable platform journey. Now, let's turn to the new components that my team is building and why these advancements are pivotal for you and the future trajectory of DX. In the year ahead and beyond, my team is building out features that will significantly elevate the self-service experiences that you can compose with HCL DX. It'll also allow developers to run DX containers natively on a Mac workstation, and it positions us to take advantage of data center trends like RISC-V and ARM processors. Additionally, we're modernizing our authentication approach. One of the key strengths of DX has long been its ability to integrate with a variety of customer security environments. My team is modernizing that and enabling native support for more cloud-native approaches like OIDC. We're embedding Vault Foundry in DX. That's an exciting development, and it's a step change in our native integration capability. Vault Foundry provides rich API connectivity, orchestration, rules, workflows, and enables customers to build better experiences with DX. Next, we have the remote portlet service, which I already touched on. For long-standing customers with a large investment in portlets, this is a vital service. It will enable them to run and scale their portlets independently or in small groups, and it will deliver faster startup times and more resilience to failures through isolation. Our search capabilities are getting a major upgrade with a new service based on OpenSearch. Prepare yourselves for exceptional search functionalities across content, assets, and everything DX related. This will also unlock new capabilities for business users and for developers. The ability to build search applications, for example using search, to power complex menus, navigators, and personalization role. Aesthetics matter too. We're revamping our product's user interface with a clean, more intuitive design for personalization, content authoring, and site management. This will make HCL DX much more approachable for new users, and it will make it easier for customers to build new things on DX. Lastly, we're working on a new directory service for B2E and B2B experiences, people services. This will enable people finding and networking capabilities that will enable you to build better and more people-centric experiences for your customers, employees, and partners. It's a really exciting time for DX. We have such a lot going on. The next 12 months are going to see some major changes coming to market. There's such a lot to be optimistic about. Thanks to our composable architecture, you have the flexibility to optimize your cost of ownership. You can deploy just the services that you need. And the new services that we're building add important functionality, which you can scale independently so that you can handle your workload without breaking the bank. With this new DX, we are delivering a thoroughly modernized platform that will enable you to build new things now.
Today, more than ever, employee engagement is critical to making any organization successful beyond its peers. According to leading analysts, it produces a 10% increase in customer engagement and loyalty. But what is driving engagement? What makes employees feel connected with their organization? A key part here is the digital employee experience, the digital workplace. Here at HCL, we are focusing on shaping the next digital workplace, the experience that puts the employee at the center of your organization's success.
That's right, Becky. We have a vision for employee experiences that cover all aspects of how an organization can bring content, collaboration, application, and processes together in one unified experience. Our track record with HCL DX speaks volumes. Just over 1/3 of our customer base is using DX for their employee experience, which shows that we know what it takes to make every employee feel valued, heard, and counted.
And we're not standing still in our quest to elevate the employee experience. We continue to invest in innovative services, application integration, and more collaborative and social features. The goal has always been to merge the traditional, process-driven intranet with collaboration-centric platforms seamlessly. Because here's the truth. Engagement skyrockets when employees collaborate without boundaries. The projects they contribute to and the insights they share foster a culture where engagement isn't just encouraged, it thrives. And by empowering users to connect, communicate, and collaborate, we're creating a culture where every individual understands their importance and impact within the organization.
So, Becky, as we journey forward to redefine the future of the digital workplace, it's crucial to take a step back and understand the current landscapes. What are hurdles that are organizations frequently encountering with their current intranets?
Great question, Kyle. Today, many intranets expose a jarring division between tools used for communication and productivity and tools used for collaboration and engagement. This creates barriers, resulting in siloed content and crucial information being impossible to find. When we talk to new customers, we often see environments where employee journeys are unified, searches yield fragmented results, and a general lack of holistic, secured experiences leading to users having a hard time getting their jobs done, which produces frustration.
Wouldn't you also agree that employees should focus on something other than a scavenger hunt across multiple platforms for updates, news, or even daily tasks?
Absolutely. We often see organizations making it too hard for their folks to manage their work day across all the apps they have to use. Integration is the key here, and we bring all the right tools to the table so our customers can build experiences that create a truly integrated digital workplace, all in one place, all in the right place. And in today's world, where hybrid and remote work is front and center, the ability to access all of that from the palm of your hand in the right form, coupled with the right levels of personalization, either makes it or breaks it.
But there's some good news. With challenges come opportunity. So equipped with this understanding, let's dive deeper and uncover the blueprint of a genuinely successful employee experience, which is much more than intranets of old.
Exactly right, Kyle. Consider corporate communication. It isn't just about relaying messages. It's about having a central hub, disseminating pivotal corporate information, and ensuring every employee is in the loop. Enter the realm of the one digital workplace, a unified ecosystem where integrated applications and streamlined processes make work efficient and intuitive. But it's not just about processes, it's about people. Harnessing the vast reservoir of knowledge and expertise within the organization, empowering employees to find the right experts, sharing knowledge without barriers, and continually fostering a learning culture empowers employees.
Speaking of culture, a strong and open corporate culture is critical to success in this digital era. It revolves around the belief that every employee is invaluable. It thrives on open, two-way communication where voices are heard and appreciated. If I feel my opinion matters, or is at least heard and considered, I want to continue making suggestions and raising ideas. People are at the center of culture, not content. And with people comes communities. They aren't just designated areas where people hang out, but purpose-driven platforms for collaboration designed for sharing and problem solving at an enterprise scale.
I couldn't agree more, Kyle. And we're proud to have collaborated with many of our valued clients on BDE projects. Let's discuss some concrete examples showcasing how these elements converge. Picture this, an organization where the walls separating leadership from the grassroots are not just lowered, but completely flattened. Here at HCL, we believe in flattening your organization. It's a paradigm where leaders and employees genuinely connect. The recipe is simple. Top-down communication cannot remain simply top-down, but must be open for employees to voice their questions, insights, and discussions. Leading isn't just about directives, it's about interaction. True leaders set the gold standard by actively engaging with their teams using dynamic social tools, demonstrating that openness isn't just a value, it's a practice.
Yeah, Becky, that's so very true. Let me touch on another key element though, composite apps. I can imagine a workplace where composite apps are crafted into rich, immersive experiences. These aren't isolated tools, but personalized combination of content, applications, social interaction, and processes. Every experience is tailored, role-specific, and laser-focused on increasing the individual's productivity. Take an executive dashboard, for example, that provides a panoramic view of vital business metrics, a blend of app data, social sentiments, fresh content, and more, all at your fingertips. Similarly, envision a call center agent armed with a 360-degree view navigating through relevant content, application insights, and customer tickets. Or a delivery driver with a dedicated mobile app getting real-time route updates, tracking time, and accessing valuable tips for optimal performance. The key, though, is that none of these exist in a vacuum. They are part and parcel of a complete employee experience where every user is always just one click away from what they need next.
But the magic doesn't stop there. Knowledge and expertise isn't locked away, but become universally available to everyone to access and share. With a search function that reaches beyond the boundaries of individual applications, combined with openly shared and discoverable content by employees, organizations will benefit from a whole new level of creativity. People will find experts and knowledge, and therefore drive new ideas and projects faster and further than before.
Yeah, that's so right. Search is one aspect here. We also spread expertise and knowledge through people following other people and getting updates on relevant actions and events others have done. Call it a combination of a people service and a modern activity feed. You always know what's happening because you're following other users, content, communities, applications, and team relevant to your work.
Let's talk a bit about a common use case for a minute. Take a new hire's journey, a scenario that happens in every organization regularly. It requires rapid acclimation and can feel like you're drinking from a fire hose. But at this critical stage, an organization can lay the groundwork for making every new hire successful, fast. If you can provide a personalized journey tailored to the geography, experience level, role, interest, education, and more, you can ensure every new member hits the ground running. The key is not to limit this to a specific slideshow with some pointers, but to include the right applications, communities, colleagues, content, dashboards, and learning checklists to make that new hire's experience with your company a positive one.
Yeah, exactly. There are so many significant moments in an employee's career that a digital journey can improve. A new hire is the obvious one, but if you think of role changes within an organization or even events outside of work, let's call them life events. If your employer gives you access to resources or even a community of others in a similar situation, you feel like you work for a company that cares. Birth of a child, getting ready for retirement, buying a house. Can you imagine how it would make you feel if you worked for a company that can set you up with colleagues at the same stage or offer access to financial pointers and so on? That's a company I want to work for. And this is more than just a vision. It's our commitment to making a more integrated, empathetic, and productive digital workplace. Now, let's transition from words to visuals. Here we see what a truly integrated digital workplace can look like, and it brings all of those points together we made earlier in one screen. Remember the top-down communication? Here we have a message from the CEO, a recorded short video embedded right here in the news carousel. But you can see it's not just a one-way street. Colleagues can like and comment on it, start a dialogue. This is where the open culture comes in. Now, let's take a look at the part on the right here, where you can see your day unfold, all the things that you have coming up today. Not just what's coming out of your calendar, but issues, tasks, escalations coming from all your relevant applications. This is truly the one place that you need to get a head start on your day without having to click and open countless apps. As we scroll down, you see the activity feed we discussed earlier. I can see what people I follow have done. I see an invoice I need to approve, content that has been updated, and more. We all know this stream from our social media apps, but here it helps me get out of mail jail and stay on top of things relevant to me to be great at my job. Speaking of my job, let's say I use a particular app in one form in particular on a regular basis. Wouldn't it be great if that was always right here? Take a look at this bubble in the lower right. If I click on it, I see a form that is personalized to me since I have filled out the form request over and over and over. It's right here, no searching, no hunting, always there. What a time saver.
No kidding. On a serious note, now you have to ask yourself the question, can your current intranet deliver an experience like this? Can you give your employees one search to find it all? Can you integrate your business applications into your employee experience so that any user, local or remote, can easily access them on any device while always being able to connect to experts and expertise when needed? Those same analysts who talked about employee loyalty, their studies also showed when employees are engaged, profitability increases by 10%. If you are already there, congratulations. I truly mean it. But if you are not, at HCL, we are here to help you. We have worked with many customers to shape their employee experience as well as their extranet and consumer-facing experiences. So reach out and let us show you how we can be successful together.
Thanks, Becky, for sharing our view on how HCL DX can transform employee experiences with everyone.
You're welcome, Kyle. We can do so much, and I can't wait to hear from our viewers what challenges we can help them with.
Hello, I'm Michele De Zogus, CEO of Fin-ceramica, with a background in pharmaceutical, medical devices, and regenerative medicine. Fin-ceramica has been revolutionizing the medical device industry since 1997, and it's redefined how surgeons conduct brain and bone surgeries. For over 15 years, we've helped healthcare professionals achieve great results, and their patients see remarkable recoveries. Looking back, we're proud of how we've helped people stay healthy and are excited to find new ways to do even more.
Hello everyone, I'm Alessandro Melandri, Fin-ceramica's IT manager, part of Tampieri Financial Group. I've spent over 10 years managing our IT efficiently and have proudly worked on the custom bone web portal from the start. Here at Fin-ceramica, we are all about making, producing and sharing top medical devices worldwide. What makes us different? Our goal is to improve life for people everywhere. We are experts in making new kinds of bone and cartilage replacements that help the body heal itself.
Our work goes beyond making products. We focus on powerful regenerative medicine to give patients facing health challenges a chance at a better life. Everything we do aims to boost people's well-being and quality of life. We serve businesses and consumers with a major emphasis on top-notch healthcare solutions. Our work has two parts that serve the biomedical field effectively. First, we handle orthopedic devices like this ceramic bone substitute. We keep these in stock and send them out through our trusted partners, ensuring doctors and patients quickly get what they need for better movement and comfort. Second, we provide custom implants for schools defects like this one. These aren't off-the-shelf products, they are fully custom and unique. We take care of everything from designing perfect fit device all the way to delivery to the surgery. Our focus on quality, innovation, and patient recovery always aims to enhance lives around the world.
At Fin-ceramica, everything we do revolves around our users and customers, especially hospitals that count on us for safe, trustworthy, and effective products for enduring patient recovery. We understand that quality is crucial and patients deserve only the best. That's why we are committed to meeting these high standards. We have built our medical solution on solid foundation of safety and reliability, ensuring that patients and hospitals can depend on us when it matters most. Our bond with distributors is grounded in mutual trust and reliability. They seek more than mere products. They need a steadfast partner who constantly delivers and remains committed, providing the support and resources they require to achieve excellence.
We are developing a groundbreaking web platform to recognize the vital need for current, easy-to-access information for everyone in the medical field. This hub will be a go for surgeons, patients, distributors, and sales reps worldwide, offering immediate access to essential data and updates on our offerings. This platform isn't just about information, it's about fostering stronger connection and teamwork, leading to enhanced patient care and more efficient medical supply process.
Our state-of-the-art tools have transformed how custom medical devices are designed, speeding up the process without sacrificing precision. Patients needing this tailored solution can now get them quicker, thanks to smoother collaboration between surgeons and our team. This faster turnaround means quicker recoveries and happier patients.
Clear, efficient communication is key in healthcare. That's why our web platform streamlines the interaction among all parties, from surgeon to distributors, right to your doorstep. We've simplified the way healthcare professionals relay patient need and how we respond to those needs. This efficiency improves workflows, reduces red tapes, and lets healthcare pros focus where they should, on their patients.
Developing our innovative web platform has sparked an outpouring of positive feedback. Surgeons, patients, and distributors are thrilled with the easy-to-use tools and resources now available to them, enjoying unprecedented convenience and access. This platform has simplified processes and delivered efficiency. Now surgeons can effortlessly place orders and monitor their progress, while distributors are experiencing a more dependable partnership with Fin-ceramica. This reliability builds trust and is evident in the uptick of orders and smooth deliveries. Collaboration on custom device design has never been easier for surgeons, ensuring timely responses to patient unique needs. Distributors also find it simple to enter orders and keep up with the latest products. Our platform's straightforward communication tools are enhancing teamwork across the board. Our community is already witnessing these innovation benefits and eagerly awaits our next-generation medical platform. Their anticipation speaks volumes about their trust in Fin-ceramica's dedication to ongoing enhancement.
Our design portal, built within HCL DX, is integral to our custom prosthesis creation, tying together every step from design to delivery. It's removing roadblocks and streamlining workflows, helping us meet patient needs more quickly and precisely. In the intricate world of biomedical manufacturing, HCL DX enables constant communication and teamwork among our diverse experts, ensuring everyone's up to speed and contributing to informed decisions and creative solutions. In an industry where security is vital and the ability to scale is crucial, HCL DX stands out. It protects patient data and design details while adapting to our growth and expanding scope of our services, keeping us at the cutting edge of custom cranial prosthesis development.
Our portal's groundbreaking features allow for the effortless upload of CT scans, making the cranial prosthesis design process simple and faster for professionals. Users can securely send vital medical data with a single click, ensuring we have the accurate information we need. This smooth process quickens communication and decision-making, leading to more tailored prosthesis design. Furthermore, our portal integrates with the materialized surgical viewer through HCL DX. This lets our team confirm prosthesis design right in their web browsers without the hassle of installing complicated, time-consuming external software. Surgeons, designers, and engineers can work together seamlessly, easily examining 3D models. This efficient system guarantees that each custom prosthesis meets the utmost quality and precision standards, giving patient and professional confidence. Before our portal, CT scans were made on CDs. Validating a design also meant 3D printing and shipping physical skull models for review. Now, those days are behind us. Our digital CT scan system and 3D model viewer have slashed the wait time from 40 days to just 10. More than just speeding things up, our portal has elevated the quality of our prosthesis. The integrated viewer allows for quick, real-time collaboration, doing away with the need for physical prototypes. This not only cuts costs, but also results in more accurate designs. Doctors can give fast feedback, ensuring patients get the best possible outcomes.
Looking ahead, we are thrilled about our next-generation medical platform. This bold project reflects our dedication to constant growth and innovation. It's more than a step forward, it's a leap, maximizing the impact of our regenerative surgery products. This platform is more than a system. It's a bridge connecting people to our groundbreaking solution. It's for everyone: the patient hoping for life-changing surgery, the professional needing cutting-edge devices. This platform offers them unparalleled information and resources. In essence, our dream is for a world where advanced regenerative medical solutions are within reach for everyone, no matter where they are. The future of regenerative surgery is coming for all who need it.
Hello, I'm Tony Parada, Head of Digital Solutions at Aggity. Our mission? To help companies redefine the communication and transaction channels, paving the way for superior digital experiences that drive growth and sharpen competitive edges. How do we make this possible? First, our team. Our experts don't just hear but truly listen to business challenges. We understand your dreams and challenges and use cutting-edge technologies to craft new digital narratives. Second, our strategic alliances. Our alliances are crucial, with our partnership with HCL Software standing at the forefront. It's not just about having the best technology, it's about harnessing it with the proper support. Together with HCL Software, we've built a powerful team that's agile, proactive, and relentlessly focused on finding and refining optimal solutions. Originating in Spain and Mexico, this synergy has now made waves across the EMEA regions, touching the Nordics, the Middle East, and the UK. But why is there an urgent need to reshape our communication and transactional channels? From B2C and B2B enterprises to public organizations, there's a universal demand to uplift the user experience. Today's users, whether your audience, clients, or partners, aren't comparing their digital journey with your direct competitors. They're contrasting it with giants like Amazon, Apple, and Uber. This shift has set a new benchmark, placing every company under the spotlight on has their digital touchpoints. Market pressures are evident as our customers grapple with rising costs and decreasing demand. Our systems must operate at peak efficiency, minimizing the time professionals spend on tasks better suited for self-management. Such processes must be reshaped, simplified, and enhanced to meet the gold user experience standards set by digital giants like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, not just your direct competitors. Everyone, from customers and suppliers to employees and the general public, holds these expectations. Irrespective of your industry, user experience benchmarks are high, set by the best in the digital space. Our journey has seen us aid numerous businesses in making this vital shift. The outcomes speak volumes. Our clients appreciate the operational efficiencies, savings, and freedom it grants their workforce from mundane, error-prone tasks. By creating or revamping digital channels, we deliver impactful user experiences, saving time, adding convenience, and fostering increased brand loyalty and satisfaction. However, more than a mere process alteration is required. A strong, trustworthy, adaptable, and agile technological backbone is needed. One that seamlessly merges in with all our customers' transactional systems, offering an unparalleled layer of value. HCL DX has emerged as this ideal solution. Its versatility and adaptability allow us to manifest our clients' digital dreams into tangible realities. With HCL DX, we've seen profound returns, measurable in efficiency and heightened customer and employee loyalty. For instance, a European premier organic farming certification platform grappled with managing numerous farmer registration in a tight window. Traditionally relying on emails and phone calls, this process couldn't have been more inconvenient and costly. Creating an automated registration channel streamlined the process, eliminated errors, and empowered the team to pivot to more valuable tasks, enhancing farmer loyalty and deferring them from seeking alternatives. You achieve transformative results when you combine robust content management with tools that integrate seamlessly into a company's foundational systems. You streamline processes, reduce unnecessary costs, and elevate user and internal customer satisfaction levels. Think of tools like insurance calculators, B2B order and invoice management, or even secure interactions for citizens with public administrations. In essence, whenever there's a juncture of content management with operability and top-notch user experience, HCL DX is the go-to solution. And on the horizon, we are working closely with HCL DX on launching AI-based exploratory pilot projects with our customers. Our roadmap forecasts an even richer user experience and amplified efficiency by integrating AI into the heart of our processes, guiding end users seamlessly toward their objectives.
Hi, Daniele. Welcome to DX Deploy. We're so happy to have you here today. This year's theme is all about Let's Build, and I'm very excited to talk to you about all the amazing experiences that you're building for your customers. But first, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and your company?
Okay, thank you, Kyle, for having me here. My name is Daniele Vistalli. I'm from Factory, an HCL partner, and personally, I've been dealing with the DX technology for the last 24 years.
That's great to hear you have so much experience with the platform. Why do you love it, and why do you recommend it to your customers?
Oh, this is a great question, Kyle. I would spend days telling you about what I like, but actually, if I have to summarize, the reason why I work with the Excellent Customer Project is because it's a long-term strategy product, and we have been able to follow customers for decades now. So when a customer works in the enterprise, the outlook is not for the next week, but it's for the next 5 to 10 years. So longevity and consistency is one of the key aspects. You always have a way forward with the product to get into the next evolution or revolution. And this is one. And the other one is that a unique attribute of DX is that when you build a solution, you don't need to pick applications or content, but you have both sides of the story together, and you can blend the two technologies together to adapt to the customer requirement. Finally, the evolution of the platform has brought it into a services platform structure, which allows us to use it in headless solutions that are going to gather more and more relevancy going on.
Right. So it's about, customers being able to evolve their experience in a modular way, and without having to completely replace just to leverage a new technology.
And this is another thing that we see a lot. No customer in the enterprise is able to go through a big bang evolution of their entire implementation. So we have the option to coexist, to improve, to evolve over time, and to do a piece by piece replacement and evolution of what they need are, while content is maintained and updated to fit the new requirements.
At this year's Deploy event, we've been discussing Kubernetes and composability a lot. Where do you, as a partner, see value in this technology?
Oh, well, the Kubernetes story has been the hot story in IT for the last few years. So now organizations are finally starting to take advantage of those. In the old days, you attempted to build the mega system, the unified platform to deliver all your services. We now have the luxury and flexibility to spin up new implementation, new instances in very short time. And this is a good thing. On the other side, the transformation of the DX platform in a service platform that can be consumed from other technologies allows us to use DX in an headless way as an host application. So we have the full spectrum of development approaches that can be picked up, and we can adapt based on the size and complexity of the customer needs. And that's it.
That's great. And so we've been talking a lot this week about using DX outside of the traditional web site that it's used to create, and using the APIs to, build out those touch points along the various customer or partner or employee journey that you're trying to build out. Are you leveraging that a lot?
We are using that, especially when we work with agencies or parts of the company that's outside the DX area. They don't need to know, actually. They just consume our API as any other API, and they don't care about all the stuff we have in the backend because they can build fast. And this is proving to simplify a lot the project and to have quicker outcomes for us as a partner and for the customer. So this is great. Now, we also got Foundry in DX. So we have even more API we can build from the platform to integrate backend system. And this goes in the story where we have content, applications, and an integration layer for whatever the customer has in their environment or in their list of systems to integrate.
Yeah, we're very excited to see how customers use Foundry to build out even better experiences.
And once again, the good thing here is that Foundry is not new. It has a story. It has a story of success. So we are not experimenting with the new toy from a startup. We are integrating another enterprise piece in the stack. So we feel we can move a lot of custom code to an API and integration layer that is Foundry, and to surface those information through the web content management system. So it's a win all over the place.
Prior to this session, you and I were looking at the new DX Marketplace together. It's a place where customers can go and download value-added assets to add into their DX deployment. Where do you see value in the marketplace?
Yes, Kyle, the marketplace is something that is going to help everybody. On the customer side, it's a way for them to find solutions to their problems and to be reassured about the fact that what they need to achieve has been achieved by others and how. It's a good thing for us partners because it's a way to show what we have done, to share and to gain visibility on what we do, and for HCL to bring on partners that have the expertise. So it's a triple win from my point of view. And I've seen this happening all over the place in all enterprise vendors' approach to the market to put front their success and to share. So it makes sense, and I'm looking forward to join the marketplace as soon as possible.
And we look forward to having you there. All right, so now let's change gears a bit and let's talk about Sophie, which is our cloud-based trial software playground. How have you been using Sophie with your customers?
Okay, this is another great question that links to the previous one, because if we bring our solutions to the marketplace, we still need the customer to download and try out what we are bringing to them. Sophie is an automated way for us to be able to show that. And we are actively working to use Sophie to spin up the demonstration environment for the customer or to add our solution on top. So the marketplace and Sophie are going to shorten the path of the customer validating that our solution makes sense for them. So it's a great resource to have because it saves time and cost to all the actors, to us, to the customer, and in the end to you.
Right, so you're using it not only as a way to trial, but it's actually you're using it as a easy environment to give access to your customers to try the technology, but also try something that you've built and added into it, so like a proof of concept.
Absolutely. And the reason is staying up to date with all the changes, the releases you make would be a full-time job for us partner. We have to go after our customers to implement for them and to stay up to date. So you are taking a good part of the work away from us, so it's reducing my total cost of partnership. You are doing a part of my job and simplifying my go-to-market and allowing me to show value to the customer faster.
Excellent. Okay, and closely aligned with Sophie is our software university, right? Which is our online, on-demand, self-service set of courses that beginners, intermediate, and experts can go and learn new technology and new skills and learn how to use the product better. How are you leveraging Software U?
Well, as I'm growing my team, I need to educate the team. And having a resource like Software University is the day one place where I get my team to go because they need to get started. Documentation and education is actually not an add-on to a product, but is part of the product. So somebody also says documentation is product. Well, no, I wouldn't go to that extreme, but documentation is a very relevant part of the product because it shortens the development cycle, the adoption cycle, and having an initiative like Software University is going to benefit everybody once again.
Okay, great. Let's talk about the DX user community. You are a great DX champion, and it comes out through this user community. As you know, it's a great place for all the DX experts across HCL, partners, and customers to come collaborate, and solve problems together. But I think we would both agree that what's needed to make the community better is that we need more participation. Can you first explain what the DX user community is and then explain the value behind it?
Community is a topic I absolutely love. The DX user group community was born at the end of the year 3 years ago as a way to respond to a need I felt and a few other friends felt about having a place to meet regardless of the company or customer we worked at, to share our experiences, challenges, and so on. We decided to pick Discord as the platform for that, as many others are doing, and people began to join and to discuss their experience and challenging HCL. And at some point, even HCL joined. So we are now able to challenge the vendor every day on everything we want and to raise the bar, and in return for that, to understand the why something is happening or not. So it's a very, very open discussion and constructive. We bring feedback from the field, and the vendor shares with us the direction. So we are creating this kind of alignment and in the understanding of where the platform is going, and also influencing where the platform is going. So the more people join, and they join every day, the better the community becomes.
Right, so it's a community where anyone can join. They can come in and ask a question. And behind all that are all these experts in DX. I know several people within HCL monitor it. You're there, and I know there are some other customers and partners who are out there too. And we love it too because we get to see what is going on currently in real situations with customers. So it's definitely a win-win situation for us. Now, there's also a web meeting that happens regularly where we get in there and customers, partners, anyone can come bring their questions. And sometimes we have specific topics that we share with the community base. Can you share a little more about those calls?
Oh, yes. We have two kind of meetings. The most informal one is the one that we call the DX Experience Cafe. It's like we meet at the bar and we discuss on what we have been working on for the last few weeks, months, the challenges, the things we learned. And I can tell you, after 24 years, I'm learning new tricks every day on the platform. So it's so large, so rich, you learn every day. And it makes sense to share, because when you share this information, you learn that others know the extra bit that you didn't figure out yet. So it's a peer-to-peer exchange of experience. And the other kind of event that we have from time to time is we take HCL on stage and in a sort of show and tell session and ask me anything session, we challenge the team working on the product about what's going on, what's happening, what will be coming next. You know, because you've been there, that we are never soft on you. We always raise the bar. And it's great to have this kind of openness from the vendor, because it builds trust towards partners, customers, and everybody.
And in the end, it builds a better product from our perspective.
Absolutely. That's what we have seen in the last few years. I was always waiting for the next release. Now I'm saying, relax. I can't keep up anymore with everything you're building.
That's great to hear from the field.
Yep.
Well, Daniele, I can't thank you enough for being here today, and I can't thank you enough for being the DX champion that you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle, and thank you, HCL.